You to Madrid, Spain, as we continue coverage of the 2023 FIBA U19 Women's Basketball World Cup. It's Mali facing off against Canada. Hello again, everybody. Aaron Sanders here. I will provide the play-by-play and glad to have you along with us wherever you may be. For these two teams, it has been two different tales. For Canada, they went undefeated in Group D competition, placing first with a record with no blemish, winning against China, the Czech Republic, and Egypt, and defeating Brazil in the round of 16 just a couple of days ago. They are looking to get closer and closer to the U19 championship game, something that they have not done since 2009. This is the fifth time they have made it this far in their U19 program. A look at the scores from the other quarterfinal games. France surviving in a squeaker against Japan in overtime, and USA defeating the Czech Republic by 50. All that's left to find out who's going to make it to the semifinals are the last two games of the day. Mali and Canada taking place first, followed by Spain and Lithuania, which I will provide the play-by-play for following this game. For Mali, it's been a Mali miracle. They lost to the USA, defeated Chinese Taipei, and won against Germany, but they upsetted the former medalist Australia in the round of 16 tournaments on the 19th, defeating them 74-67. And they have never won a medal, let alone get this far since 2021, the last U19 championship. So we're set to go for the starting lineups, and I will be back to provide the call in just a moment. But now the starting lineups, the national anthem, followed by the tip-off. Thank you for joining us, everybody. Aaron Sanders with you, and you're watching the 2023 FIBA U19 Women's Basketball World Cup quarterfinal, featuring Mali and Canada. Stay where you are.
23 Basso, 24 Kick, 25 Asare, and 30 Ta. Both Exos Hartikar. Team of Mali. For the national anthems of the teams, we start with the national anthem of Canada.
Oh, they are revved up for this quarterfinal matchup. Mali, a magical run so far in this U19 World Cup, defeating the former medalist Australia in the round of 16 game 74-67, in a game where they were able to capitalize on the nearly 30 turnovers that Australia produced. And Canada looking to reclaim some fame. The officials for today's game: Gina Cross from America, Carlos Peralta from Ecuador, and Amal Dara from France. Most of this roster from Team Canada looking to avenge a heartbreaking bronze medal loss to France in the U17 World Cup just a year ago. So, will Canada advance to the semifinals and get one step closer to redemption? Or will Mali continue their magic? We'll find out in just a moment as we take a look at the starters for Team Canada. So they are going to start with Mara Dijkstra, Toby Fournier, who averages 14.5 points per game, Cassandra Prosper from Notre Dame, who is the 8th best scorer in this World Cup coming into today, 16 points per game, as Carly Clark from the Toronto Metropolitan University Bold, spearheading this team. Silas Swords and Jasmine Basco rounding out the starting 5. For Mali, who moved up 4 spots in the power rankings, now ranked 8th, ended up 2nd place in Group B with a 2-1 record. They are looking to strike it rich in an incredible territory. And there's the starting lineups. So Kamite Elizabeth Dabu will start with Fatoumata Sano, Sirachino, Maimuna Haidira, who had an incredible game against Australia, 20 points and 11 rebounds, the 5th best scorer in the World Cup, averaging 18 points per game. Rounding out the starting 5 is Mama Cisse, who is all coached by Diakite Sordi. And that rounds out the starting 5 for both of these clubs. We're glad you're with us, whether if you're watching on FIBA's YouTube page or anywhere around the world. In the meantime, be sure to subscribe to FIBA all over on the social media outlets to know what's going on in this tournament, highlights from your players and the teams, and future FIBA tournaments. Less than a minute ago till tip-off. Team Canada already at center court, and Mali on their way down. As we're moments away from tip-off, we have a look at Mara Dijkstra, whose best game was 7 points and 6 rebounds against China. And then Team Mali. They're going to be wearing their white uniforms with red, yellow, and green trim. Canada with their dark red jerseys with white trim. The tip is controlled by Mali. As it rolls on out of bounds, it will be Canada's ball, and that signals that we are underway. The winner of this will play the winner of Spain and Lithuania in the semifinals. That game will follow shortly after this contest. This is Cassandra Prosper going deep to the 10 and kisses it off the glass to start the scoring in this game. So Prosper with her first field goal as Canada has the early lead. And here's Cisse trying to go, and it bounces off the rim. Back comes Team Canada. Silas Swords stopped in her tracks and turns the ball over. So Fatomata Sano just putting the clamps down right on Swords as she's trying to tightrope the sideline, and she was able to go right out of bounds. Here's Sano from deep, doesn't hit iron. Team Canada ball. Talking about the history of these two teams meeting, this is only the third time in the U19 World Cup these clubs have met, as that side three is no-go for Cisse. Back comes Canada on the move with Silas Swords ahead of the pack. With a bounce pass to Dykstra, corner three, Bosco, good! So a 5-0 lead for Canada 1 minute into this ball game. The last time these two teams met was in the last U19 World Cup, where Mali prevailed by 16. Before that, they met back in 2015, where Canada won by 9. Mali, 8th in the power rankings, 19th in the FIBA World. The driving Chino's shot is no good. Jasmine Basco. And they kick it right back out. Swords for three, connects. So an 8-0 run to get things going for Team Canada. 90 seconds into this game. And Swords connects on her first field goal from downtown. Mali averages 74 points per game. That's 8th coming into today's quarterfinal matchups. That shot doesn't go. Back comes Basco, and it's taken away by Mali. This is Sano up and in. So she's able to get the first 2 points on the board for Mali, as it's 8-2. Persevering is Sano. Prosper, the Notre Dame player, loses control of the ball. And Mali gets it right back courtesy of Cisse. Cisse on the drive, cutting in. His shot's no good. Tie up, jump ball, and he'll go to the possession arrow. So it will stay with Mali with 7:44 to go. There's the coach of Canada, Carly Clark. And again, the three-point barrage. From Canada. And Mali responds as Sano gets the shot in. Eight for Canada. And the finish from Mama Cisse, courtesy of Fatomata Sano. So back comes Team Canada. Jasmine Basco, after having an 8-0 run, Mali has responded back. Will they respond on this possession? We'll find out. Sano with the ball. With the leading chest pass back to Cisse, and it's tied up at 8. So Mama Cisse and Fatomata Sano connecting here in the early stages of this game. Cisse 2 of 4 from the field. Prosper, deep to Dykstra. She gets fouled.
Substitution for Canada. To the bench, number 23, number 10, into the curve, 13.
So Team Canada making some adjustments early on. We played more than 3 minutes here into the first quarter. Canada looking to inbound straight to Swords. Wing three, no. So Tayana Todd and Mariana Asari checking in. Daba with the rebound. Chino cutting drive and puts it in. And Mali gets their first lead of the game, courtesy of Chino. So Chola Caught is also into the game. Asari for three. That goes off the glass. And Mali continues to smother Canada defensively. Reverse layup off the mark. Back comes Chola Caught in Team Canada. Asari in the line. No good. Back inside. Fournier, yes. And it counts.
And one.
So Toby Fournier able to get that to go, and she is off to the line to complete the three-point play.
Personal foul number 2 from Mali first.
So Toby Fournier was able to pick up that loose ball right in the air, knowing that her teammates and one of the Mali players were fighting for it. It just went down her way. She knocks down the free throw, and it's back to a one-point lead for Canada. Nice crossover dribble. It's over to Chino. Chino with a bucket already. Here's Dabo. She'll have a crack at it. That is way off. And back comes Toby Fournier. Best rebounder coming into the quarterfinal today. 14.5 of those per game. Swords on the pass to Akot. Akot denied entry. Loses the ball. Down to 7 on the shot clock as the ball goes out of bounds. Team Canada, 1-point lead, 7 seconds on the shot clock, and they'll inbound it from underneath. Asari straight to Swords. Swords, 5 on the clock, falls away, can't hit it. Fournier gets the rebound, puts it off the glass, tries it again, and she is making home with her free throws. This is going to be free throws number 2 and 3 for her of the night. She already has 3 points. And considering that Mali has to deal with the best rebounding team in this tournament, that is a task. 57.8 a game. And Fournier rattles off the rim on the first free throw. Fournier, 22 points and 12 rebounds and change in that round of 16 tournament game against Brazil. She knocks it down. And the buzzer goes. Looks like we have a substitution, and we do. Dabu will have a seat. As Mali makes some changes. Sano down on the near side. Bullet passes, and it ends up with Herdera, who misses the layup. Back comes Mariana Asari. And Asari will just go with it. And she steps on the line. So Rokietu Berthe checking in for Kamite Dabu on that last possession for Mali. Mali winning 3 straight in this tournament after losing their opening tournament game against Team USA, defeating Chinese Taipei, Germany, and shocking Australia by 7 back on the 19. Chino for 3. Bounces off. And we apologize for losing the feed. We will get back. We will solve it out and try to get it back to the game as soon as we can. In the meantime, Chino missed the 3, and Nicole Akot gets the defensive rebound. And so far, Toby Fournier for Canada has 4 points. Mama Cisse with 4 points for Mali as well. Same with Fadomano Sano. And we are back in the live action. 12-10 Canada. Halfway into the first quarter. And here's Prosper. No. And Mali, as they are able to swing the ball around, Cisse was about to spot up but changed her mind. The 3 doesn't go. It's back down low to Cisse. Tough shot, but she draws contact.
Personal foul number 14 for Canada. First.
The first free throw goes. And to start the game, Canada had an 8-0 run, which Mali was able to respond right away, take the lead right back, and now they are on the move of tying things up once again. So the referees are at the scores table just checking out a situation. We have 4:01 remaining here in the first quarter, so they will take care of the situation. And with that, both of these clubs will have some extra time to think over what they're going to do on the next possession. We played nearly 6 minutes here in the opening quarter. The score, Canada 12, Mali 11. Let us know where you're watching from in the comments section. And on top of that, to be aware of basketball's future stars, follow Next Gen Hoops on Facebook and Instagram. It features highlights of players from today's game, the U19 Women's World Cup, and future FIBA tournaments. Give them a follow at Next Gen Hoops. Back in one moment. All right, we are back into the game, and there was a clock issue that they had to fix, and it looks like everything is all set to go. And Cisse unable to connect on the second free throw. So it's 12-11, Canada with the lead. Under 4 minutes to go in the opening quarter. Dykstra with the leading pass inside. The basket will not go as Cassandra Prosper traveled. So Mali with the ball again. Bintu Drame into the game. Works her way right into the paint, out of bounds.
Substitution for Canada. To the bench, number 14, Dieter Kurt, 8.
Here's Prosper. Hands it off, 10 on the shot clock. Shot no good, Dykstra up. And it's Maimuna Haidira with the foul.
Personal foul on number 10 from Mali. First to shots.
First free throw is a no-go. And both free throws are missed by Dykstra. And Mali's able to save it courtesy of Haidira. Haidira, and it's slapped out of bounds by Dykstra. Mara Dykstra, 7 rebounds and 4.6 points per game. And Sonowal alone, can't hit on the triple. But it's Haidira who gets the ball. Outside, Berthe, no good. Three minutes to go in the first quarter, and Canada turns it over. So the turnovers rearing their heads here in the dying stages of the first quarter. Both these clubs need to find some way to play their game, establish a tempo. Canada was able to do that, scoring the first 8 points of the ball game. However, Mali has been able to make a comeback of sorts and keep this game close. Mali looking to regain the lead. Traore with the ball. And Cisse right outside. Here's Drame. Drame with a pass right back over to Chino. That's off the mark. And back comes Jasmine Basco. Basco fighting for the ball, and they'll tie up. Jasmine Basco was tied up with Miriam Traore as they hit the court. Incidentally, this LCD court that they're playing on, just incredible. Never seen anything like it. And FIBA was able to debut this here in the U19 Women's World Cup. Tough shot by Prosper goes in as he gets 2 more on the board for Canada. So job well done to those involved to make sure this court is featured in the ladies' biggest games of their FIBA careers. Ball almost poked away. Cisse regains control. 4 on the shot clock. And Mali is going to be charged with a shot clock violation as Canada was able to pile up and force a turnover for Mali. Mali has had some luck against Australia in the round of 16 game, forcing almost 30 turnovers in that contest. However, they have been unfortunate with these turnovers on their side here today. Under 2 to go, catch and shoot 3 off the mark for Basco. Back comes Drame and Mali. Here's Haidira, guarded by Fournier. Drives right inside, off the right side, and she is called for a travel. Three team fouls for Mali, 1 for Canada. Minute 32. Basco with the ball to Dykstra. Dykstra with the chest pass to Silas Swords. Basco going behind the back. 7 to shoot. Swords falls away, hits it. Swords with little space, able to get that deuce to go, and it is a 5-point Canada lead with a minute to go in the opening quarter. Traore steps right back. Drame inside. That's no good for Hydera as Canada makes their presence known underneath the basket. Prosper going coast to coast. 2 free throws coming up for Cassandra Prosper.
Personal number 10 from Mali. Second, 2 shots. That's
So Prosper with 4 points, 2 rebounds and assists right now. 2 of 4 from field goal range.
the bench, number 23, into the court, 25.
And Prosper gets that one to drop. Gets both to go. It is a 7-point lead. Canada over Mali 18-11 with 37 6/10 remaining. So Prosper checks out and Delaney Gibb checks in her place. Delaney Gibbs ended up with 17 points and 4 rebounds against China, averaged 10.5 points per game. Mali with the ball. They may go for 2 in the final moments in the first quarter. Drame straight away to Cisse. And Fournier knocks it out of bounds. The clock that means the most right now is 5 seconds on the shot clock. As they look to play it in. Thought it was going to be a pass for Drame. That's not the case. Cisse with time winding down. She is fouled from beyond the arc.
Personal foul number 11 from Canada.
Swords with the foul.
3 shots.
And with the shot clock winding down, that might have not been a good decision. Cisse, a 62.5% free throw shooter in this U19 Women's World Cup. Her finest game, a double-double performance, 12 points, 12 rebounds, 3 steals, 2 assists, and 2 blocks against Chinese Taipei in that 15-point victory. She averages almost 11 points and 8 rebounds per game as she adds one of them to her stats today. Knocked down both. 5-point game with 13 6/10 to go.
2 shots. To the bench, number 4. Into the court, number 10.
Looks like she was not fouled from beyond the arc. She had her foot on the line. Regardless, Cisse was able to knock both of them down. Final chance for Canada as we round out the first quarter. Prosper trying to go to the lane. She has to put it up. Here's Swords at the buzzer, off the mark. And that will end it for the first 10 minutes of play here from Spain as Canada leads 18-13 over Mali. You're watching the 2023 FIBA U19 Women's Basketball World Cup quarterfinal from Spain. We'll be back.
Hey basketball fans, don't forget to download the FIBA World Cup app to get the latest news, live stats, and much more.
Malley will start with the ball as we are ready for the second quarter. I'm Aaron Sanders. Glad to have you here for this quarterfinal matchup between Canada and Mali in this U19 Women's World Cup. The winner will play the winner between Lithuania and Spain. Sirachina with the ball. She is met by Delaney Gibb. That shot is outside, and it's no good for Traore. Swords to Dykstra. Vasco, tough shot. Goes on to the other side. Back comes Malley. Malley in transition. Chino. No. Heartbreak City for Sirachino as she went coast to coast off of that.
No basket. Forward number 7. From Mali first.
An offensive foul on Miriam Abraham-Sarr. Gives the ball right back to Canada. Canada without a blemish, record-wise. First in their group, Group D, 3-0 record, and beating Brazil in their U16 in their round of 16 game as that triple connects for Delaney Gibb. 21-13 to score. We've played a minute. Cisse can't get closer to the rack. So another look at that Delaney Gibb three. She hit a number of those last year in a U17 tournament. Was almost responsible for Canada's comeback against France in the bronze medal game, but they were unable to close it out. They're looking for redemption. Chino off the glass. So capitalizing on that transition layup from the other end when she missed it. It is now 21-15 as Gibb throws it away. Bounce pass straight into Sarr. Sarr all alone. Yes. Incidentally, that was Sirachino. So back-to-back buckets causes Carly Clark to call. Sirachino stepping up in the beginning moments of the second quarter. 6 points already, 4 of them coming in the last few possessions as Canada's lead has cut down to 4. And it's taken away. Hydera trying to finish it off. It's back to Chino. Can't hit it. That would have been her 8th point of the ball game. Canada taking that timeout, sensing trouble as Malley trying to respond, but Silas Swords answers the call with that triple. So it's 24-17. Running room, and that shot goes down. As Sano gets it in. Sarre straight away to Prosper. Gets the ball back. Swords. And Sano deflects it out of bounds. Silas Swords from the corner on that last Canadian possession. Nice way to bounce back after giving up 4 points. Fournier for 2. Toby Fournier trying to get into a groove. Sano gets it right down low to Saar. Here's Swords getting right back down to the middle. It's Prosper to Asare. Asare with a crossover dribble, splits onto the right side, and it's smacked by Hadura. Hadura with one of the tournament's greatest games against Chinese Taipei. A triple-double, 19 points, 15 rebounds, 10 steals and change. And let's see what magic they can work off right here. Mali able to steal it again. Sano. Sano looking for a screen. Gets it from Cisse. Can't get the pick and roll working. Saar with 6 to shoot. Backdoor cut. That doesn't work out for Chino. She hits the deck hard with 6:12 remaining in the second.
Personal foul call on number 25 from Canada. First substitution for Canada to the bench. Number 4 into the court. Number 14.
Chino at the line. Gets it right in, no problem. So Chino now with 7 points. Waking up in the second quarter. She gets both of them down. It's a 3-point game. 8 points for Shira Chino. Swords outside to Asare. Asare looking for the entry pass to Prosper. Gets it, spins around, fires it from the line, can't hit. And back comes Mali with Saar, who gives it to Chino. Chino deep. Idira taken away, and here's Asare, and she has daylight. And he gets it off the glass for 2. So Mariana Asare, she gets that easy point. This is a 5-point game. Basket no good. Asare following through. Asare straight to Prosper. Bullet pass, and it finishes it off with Toby Fournier. Pretty passing equals a prettier result. 2 points on the board for Canada. They lead by 7 as Mali calls timeout as we are almost halfway into the second quarter. 30-23 is the score.
Ladies and gentlemen, please take a look to the curve. Señoras y señores, mirad a esta estupenda pantalla que tenemos hoy aquí con esta.
You need character. You need chemistry.
FIBA Basketball World Cup is the peak of the game.
It's the toughest competition in the basketball world to win.
That is why I will be there.
Because when you win for one,
You win for all.
Team Canada displaying great ball movement on the last possession, which ended up with Toby Fournier getting an easy deuce right from the left side. Team Canada averages almost 19 assists per game, 6th best coming in to this quarterfinal matchups today. They were able to showcase that prior to Mali's timeout. Canada leads by 7, 5:06 remaining until halftime. Mali was down in their round of 16 game against Australia, but they found a way to come back, capitalizing on their turnovers. Here's Dabo with the ball. Underneath, it's back out to Dabo. That's a 3. It's good. So it's cut to 4. Swords with the ball. Swords stopped in her tracks, straight to Asari. Sari fakes down to the far side. And Canada loses control. So Dabo stepped into a rhythm. Was able to get that nice shot to go over Silas Swords. And that's why it is a 4-point game. Offensive foul. Mariana Asari taking the brunt of that.
Personal foul call on number 12 from Mali. First.
So Mama Cisse appeared to have tripped Asari. So Canada back with the ball, along with a 4-point lead. Asari. And Todd is open. And it's back out the Swords. Can't connect on the 3. Putback is no good for Fournier. Fournier with a second chance. That doesn't hit. Sano straight away. Ball goes right into the paint. Circus shot, no good for Chino. This game started out with an 8-0 run from Canada, and Mali has kept it close ever since. Todd into a caught. Back to Fournier. Yes, and it counts. Toby Fournier able to drop that one down as the game's leading scorer.
Substitution for Canada. To the bench, number 25 into the court 10, and another substitution for Mali to the bench, number 5 into the court 11.
So Toby Fournier trying to go for a 3-point play. 10 points, 8 rebounds already in nearly 16 minutes of play. Can't connect on that free throw, but they get it back. Fournier out to a caught. A caught driving straight to Fournier. Gets it to go. Same play as before. Different side. Same result as Canada has an 8-point lead. Pull-up jumper. That rattles in and out. Prosper the rebound. Prosper to Todd. Todd. Nifty handles. Here's Prosper from downtown. Can't get it. But Akkad is able to retain it. Here's Prosper. Shazam. So Canada's on a tear like they did to start the game as they now lead by double digits. Shovel pass into Berthe. Berthe to Dabo. Back to Berthe. Berthe, long bomb. Unable to hit. And Fournier picks up another rebound close to her double-double. Prosper with the green light, going for the reverse. Oh, she puts it in. Cassandra Prosper prospered on that last possession, and it's a 12-point Canadian lead.
Thank you very much.
Timeout called by Mali. Canada with a 38-26 lead here in the U19 Women's World Cup quarterfinal. Toby Fournier leading Team Canada right into this lead. She is close to a double-double. 12 points right now, but however, Cassandra Prosper with a nice layup prior to the timeout gets her 10 points for the contest as Malley continues to turn the ball over. That is the 12th turnover for Malley right now, and Canada's been able to capitalize. Actually, there's 7 turnovers from Malley, and Canada's been able to convert 4 points out of those turnovers. That shot doesn't go. A caught with the rebound, and right ahead is Canada. Under 2 to play until halftime. And we have a foul right near the sideline.
Personal foul call number 12 from Mali. Second.
Number 11 on the clock. And here's Todd squeezing in and is short on the teardrop. And that is the 8th turnover for Malley. Malley trying to beat that press from Canada. But we're unable to find someone open. A minute and 27 left. Canada leading 38-26. The winner will advance to the semifinals to play either Spain or Lithuania. That game follows after this one. Prosper into the lane, fires away, no. But she gets fouled, not far away from where she's going to have to get 2 shots. You've guessed it, the free throw line. So with Prosper at the line, she's gunning for her 11th and 12th point. She gets that one to go, so it's 11 points, 4 rebounds for her. 4 of 8 shooting in just 12 and a half minutes of play. And grazes the front of the rim off of that one. So Canada expands their lead to 13 in only just a matter of a few moments. Not so long ago, Malley was down by 4. They have some work to do. Fall away, Cisse no. Chino hits the deck and heads to the line.
Personal foul call number 10 from Canada. First, 2 shots.
So 2 shots coming up for Chino. And Chino gets the first. Under a minute until halftime. Leading scorer for Malley right now is Chino. She has 10 points to add to her 3 rebounds, 1 assist, a steal, and a block. Prosper comes out of there. Swords, long 2, Shazam. So they count that as a long 2, and Malley's back to the line courtesy of Sarah Chino, who bulldozes her way to the basket.
Personal foul call number 8 from Canada. First.
So Fournier with her first foul from Canada. 38 seconds to go. And Chino has taken over her team in the last matter of moments. They are still dealing with a double-digit deficit, for which they're going to have to take care of during the intermission. Chino goes 2 for 2 at the line to make it 41-30. 33 to play. Chest pass straight away to Prosper. Prosper at the wing. 5 on the 24. Here's Swords, has to fire away and hits. Silas Swords just staying on the edge and capitalizing on the three-pointer to make it a 14-point game. Final seconds. Here's a three from deep, off the mark, and they'll hold it off. Cisse steals it but unable to get it off in time. So Canada capitalizing on the final few moments here until halftime. And they take a 44-30 lead over Mali into halftime. I'm Aaron Sanders. Thank you for joining us on the call here. We have a whole lot more basketball to go here in the FIBA U19 Women's Basketball World Cup. Stay where you are. Back for the second half in just 15 minutes.
Hey basketball fans, don't forget to download the FIBA World Cup app to get the latest news, live stats, and much more.
You need character. You need chemistry.
FIBA Basketball World Cup is the peak of the game.
It's the toughest competition in the basketball world to win.
That is why I will be there.
Because when you win for one,
You win for all. basketball fans, don't forget to download the FIBA World Cup app to get the latest news, live stats, and much more.
You need character. You need chemistry.
FIBA Basketball World Cup is the peak of the game.
It's the toughest competition in the basketball world to win.
That is why I will be there.
Because when you win for one,
You win for all.
Welcome back. This is the quarterfinal matchup in the U19 Women's Basketball World Cup as Canada leads Mali 44-30 as the second half is about to get underway. Canada out rebounding Mali 30-18, shooting 47% from the field. Mali shooting 28. Canada with 13 turnovers, Mali capitalizing on 8 points from those turnovers. The largest lead is the score we have right now, 14 points. At the beginning of the game, Mali was down by 8 as Canada opened up the scoring right away. The leading scorer for Mali right now is Sirachinu with 12 points. But the story so far has been Toby Fournier with the double-double, 12 points, 10 boards for Canada. And right with her, Silas Swords, who's been able to connect all over the place. She is 3 of 5 from downtown, 5 of 9 overall, and has 13 points to her credit as we are about to get underway here for the second half of action. After this game, Lithuania will play Spain in their quarterfinal matchup, and the winner of this game will play the winner of that game. Aaron Sanders on the call. Thank you for joining us wherever you may be watching, wherever you may be watching as well on YouTube, Twitch, and all around the world. Canada starts with the ball as the second half begins. Prosper has been able to step up lately with 11 points. 8 to shoot, and Fournier was the intended receiver of that pass, but it gets deflected by Mali. 6 seconds to go on the shot clock. Pass goes straight to Fournier. That's off the mark. And a bullet pass all alone with Sarr, who misses. Swords with 13 points. Pass it over to Bosco. In the hands of Prosper. Back to Swords. In shot inside was Dykstra, who connects on her first field goal of the afternoon. So Canada with a commanding lead at the moment. Sarr looking for entry, goes right up the middle, fires it up, tough shot, no good. She's able to get the pass off, but Cisse unable to keep it in bounds. We played a minute in the third quarter. Canada top in their group, Group D, 3-0 record, defeated Brazil in their round of 16 game. Mali looking to continue their miraculous story as Fournier gets it off the glass for two. Mali with a 2-1 record in Group B, upsetted Australia in the round of 16 game the other day. 74-67 was the score. Tough shot, and it goes up and in for Fatoumata Sano. So Sano, an unselfish player with her assist in the first half, gets herself on the scoreboard, make it a 16-point game. And there could be more to that too. Here's Chino, yes. So Sarah Chino, the leading scorer for Mali, continues to pile on the points as they get 34. They may get more on this trip right here. Foul drawn by Mauna Hirdera, and that's going to take her to the line.
Personal foul on number 4 from Canada. First, 2 shots.
Maimuna Hirdera at the line. First trip, looking for her first points. She has 6 rebounds up to this point, and there is a point. 6 rebounds, 4 steals. And is 1 for 1 to the line. And gets both of them down. She is filling up the stat sheet as we speak right now. Perfect at the free throw line. It is 48-36. Todd into Dykstra. Deep to Prosper. Jumper, no. Ball gets tipped around, recovered by Fournier. Back out to Swords. Swords driving, fakes, scoops, can't score. Put back, Fournier. So Fournier continue to work her magic off of her double-double performance. 16 points, 12 rebounds for Fournier as that shot is off the mark. Back into the hands of Prosper, the Notre Dame prospect. Fournier can't do it again. Can't go for the third time. How about Prosper? Draws the foul on Siracino.
Personal foul on number 5 from Mali. Second, 2 shots. That's substitution. Double substitution for Mali. For Canada to the bench, 23. 4. It's the third. 4.
And Prosper connects on free throw number 1. Toby Fournier just taking over the game with a double-double. 16, 13, and 1. And Prosper connects on both. Too easy for Cassandra Prosper. She has 16 points, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists. 4 of 10 from the field as she checks out. And Sano draws the foul.
Number 25 from Canada. Second.
And here's Sano. Can't get the tough shot to hit.
Personal foul number 12 from Mali. Third.
It is 52-36. Canada with the lead here in the U19 Women's World Cup quarterfinal. And Spain and Lithuania will follow after this game. Todd. Behind the back dribble, down to 5 to shoot. Here's a caught. Straight to Asari. Sword has to put it up. She does and hits. Before the horn. And Silas Sword, also an intimidating player based on her shots today. She has 15 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists to boot. Chino, long 2. Rebound brought down by Fournier. Asare cutting in and drawing the foul. So Mariana Asare looking for 2 more points as she heads to the free throw line. We have a timeout called on the floor with 5:36 remaining in the third quarter. Canada with an 18-point lead.
Hey. Demi for me, I'm messing individual. Parce que zone là ça marche pas. I'm messing individual là. Là Rose là, ça là.
Hey basketball fans, don't forget to download the FIBA World Cup app to get the latest news, live stats, and much more.
To make good of a heavy situation right now for Mali, them being down by 18. They have stolen the ball 9 times compared to the one time Canada has done that. 4 blocks apiece for each team. As Team Canada is at the line. Mali capitalizing 10 points off of turnovers, 8 fast break points as Mariana Asare connects on the second free throw. That makes it 55-36 with 5.5 to go in the third. Sano asking for help. Sano in deep. And that ball works around the basket, and Chino finishes it off. So again, Sarah Chino, one of the leading scorers for Mali, trying to bring her team right back into this contest. Todd out to a caught, leaner, no good. Second chance, Prosper gets tripped, and back comes Chino and Mali. Sano. Out of the corner, Dabo. And they finally work the ball to Higuera. That's a rebound for her. 7 to shoot. Higuera. Guarded by a call and finishes it off the glass. So Hydura connecting on her 4th point of the game to add to her 7 boards. 15-point Canada lead. Deep to a caught. Let it slapped out of bounds by Chino.
Substitution for Canada. Number 25, 14 and 30. Into the curve. 20 feet. 8, 11.
So we are under 4 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. Canada to inbound, courtesy of Jasmine Basco. A plethora of changes as Malley gets the ball. Here's Dabo all alone with the layup. So a finger roll from Kamate Dabo cuts this lead down once again to 13. Dykstra finding Swords. Prosper taken away by Herdura. And here's Sano, another easy 2, and it's blown. But Malley gets another chance. And another timeout as Canada has the 13-point lead with 3:26 remaining in the 3rd quarter.
Mirad la rueda que tenemos en esta pista increíble que estamos estrenando en este evento.
Leading scorers, Sirachino and Toby Fournier with 16 points apiece, and Malley comes out of the timeout firing on all cylinders with a triple. As mentioned before, Sirachino and Toby Fournier with 16 points apiece for Mali and Canada respectively. There is a foul underneath the 10. So right out of the timeout, they dash right into the paint. And it's Kamite Dabo stepping right up. The inbounds pass is going to come from Basco, Jasmine Basco. 14 seconds on the clock. There's Swords. Gives it immediately to Prosper. Prosper back to Swords. They have to hurry up here. Dykstra to Prosper. Shot clock winding down, and she connects. Right from the right wing. Inside for 2. Fake from Dabo. Dabo spins around and gets the contact. So Cassandra Prosper with her second foul of the night. Sano to Berthe. Berthe gets blocked by Fournier. Molly with another chance. Shot clock winding down. And Hydera gets the ball stripped from her.
Personal foul called on number 4 from Canada. Second. 2 shots.
So Heider at the line, 7 rebounds, 4 points. 104 from the field. First free throw goes. Hey, for more action and highlights and the future of basketball, be sure to subscribe to Next Gen Hoops on Facebook and Instagram. Give them a follow at Next Gen Hoops. Incidentally, Hydera knocks down both free throws. She had 6 points tonight. Here's Swords finding Fournier. Unable to hit. Dykstra can't put it back in. Fournier with another board. Shot clock winding down. They have to put it up, but unable to get it off. No matter for Sano as she gets the nice dish off. And Mali connecting once again. This time it was Rokietu Berte. Swords with the reverse. And Mali picking up the tempo. Berte gets it. So Dabu gets called for the travel. And Vasco will have a seat. Thanks for joining us on the FIBA social media pages, wherever you may be. Be sure to subscribe to them for upcoming tournaments, current tournaments like this, and more stars to come. And here's Sano with a solo layup. And it's back to a single-digit game. Mali back into this. They're stuck by 8. Gibbs on the run. So Mali sensing a comeback. They've done this against Australia. That's why they are in the semifinals right now. Mali, impressive story. Ended up in the 3rd place game in the last U19 tournament. Made the finals in 1997 and 2001. So this is their 5th appearance. The 5th time they've made it this far in the U19 competition, and they have never won a medal. They are down by 8, down by as much as 14, looking to make things happen as we approach the final minute of play in the 3rd quarter. Down deep, all alone, Traore. A tray is no good. Another chance. No. That hits off the board. And Mali tries again. Oh, that rattles in and out. Off the glass, off the mark. Mali had so many chances, and now Canada will have a crack at it. Loose ball on the floor, and Mali, as Berte gets rewarded. Mali had 5 or 6 chances in the last possession. No jokes aside. Couldn't capitalize, but they were able to pick up off on the transition. Final 10 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter. Canada up by 6. Asare looking deep. Fournier, no. And Mali will hold it out as the clock runs out in the 3rd quarter. So, 10 more minutes to go in regulation. Mali with the scoring run to cap off the 3rd. But it's Canada who leads 59-53 as we march on to the 4th quarter. I'm Aaron Sanders. You're watching the FIBA U19 Women's Basketball World Cup quarterfinal. It is a 6-point Canada lead. However, Mali has been the focus in the last few minutes of the third quarter. They were down by as much as 14. Now they find themselves right back into this ball game, down by 2 possessions, and they have the ball to start the fourth quarter. Mali responding quickly, but they are unable to get that shot from the corner. Prosper hurries it up over to Gibb, knocks down the 3. So Delaney Gibb stops the bleeding for Canada at the moment. Back to a 9-point game. Fourth quarter underway. Sarr for 3. So Mali is money as Sano connects. And it's taken away. And Mali on the move again, on cue. 2 quick points just like that. Gibb. Out the swords. That goes. We have a shootout in Spain. And it's Canada and Mali. Right on the ball. 7-point game. How about this 3? That's off the mark. Fournier goes down with the board. Pass right away to Asari. Asari looking to go in. Finds Prosper inside. Yes. So Cassandra Prosper knocks down the deuce. As we are in the makings of a fast-paced fourth quarter. Dabo fakes, fires short. Good closeout from Prosper. Swords driving. Mali wanted to travel but won't get it. Prosper back out the swords. And she can't drain it. And Chino was able to go on the floor and take the ball away. Sano in deep. No good for Chino. But she will head to the line for a couple. Oh.
Substitution for Mali to the bench. 2. Victory Curl. 3. Substitution for Canada to the bench. 25. To the Curl. 23.
And give credit to Mali, even though they are down right now. I believe they have the tempo and they have control of the game. It is well indicated by the 5th or 6th chances. That's right, 5th or 6th chances they had in the dying moments of the third quarter. And it's best to capitalize on the 1st or 2nd chance, but the way they were fighting for the ball, it had to show at that point that they were able to control the course of the game. They are now down by 7. 67-60 is the score. And that's going to be an unsportsmanlike foul. Chino tried to take it away, and that's going to cost Canada. And that is Cassandra Prosper on the foul, trying to recover off of that steal and off the fight for the ball. However, just too much handwork from Cassandra Prosper, so 2 free throws and the possession upcoming for Mali. So Prosper will have to check out as Mara Dykstra fills in for the moment. Sarah Chino with 19 points now, leading scorers. It is Chino for Mali with 19, Swords with 20 for Canada. And Chino did not waste that opportunity at all. Good as gold on both free throws. And there is Team Spain looking at their potential competition in the semifinals. They got a matchup against Lithuania following this game. And I will be on the call for that. Hopefully you'll join in too. 7:20 and counting. The 3 ball doesn't hit. And Gibb is able to save it before it went out of bounds. Gibb with the chest pass in, no good for Basco. Sano hit to Hydera. Hydera's been quiet scoring-wise today. Shot doesn't go for Cisse. Five-point game under 7. With Swords. Swords driving. They're going to have to put it up soon. 2 to go on the clock. And Toby Fournier finishes it off with a nice dish and 2. 7-point game, Canada. Teardrop, no good. There's a whistle following the rebound. So a foul on Mama Cisse as Canada retains possession.
To the bench, number 12 into the court, 7. To the bench, number 9 into the court, number 2 from Mali.
So Mama Cisse has fouled out with 5 personal fouls. That brings us to the foul situation. Dabo and Chino with 3 apiece. For Canada, the only one in foul trouble is Mara Dykstra with 3. And Mali gets another unsportsmanlike foul, and they will head to the line and get the ball back. As Fadomana Sano hopes to dig very closer to the lead. It is 69-62 right now. Canada with the advantage, but the way things have been working out for Mali lately, it looks like Mali has the control and the tempo of this game. It's an unsportsmanlike foul on Jasmine Basco. Under 6 to play. And Sano knocks the first down. And this has overtones of what we've witnessed in their round of 16 contest against Australia on Wednesday. They were down for as long as anyone can remember, and they are chipping away at this lead. This could help them out. Saar kicks it right out. Sano in deep, leaner, no good. Rebound, Dykstra. Asari hesitates. It's over to Swords. Back to Swords with 5 to shoot. Swords driving right in. She gets swallowed up and the foul. Team Mali looking for a travel, won't get it.
Personal foul call number 5 from Mali. 4.
So there's Swords at the line, 20 points today. Gets that one to go. Swords ended up with 22 points against Egypt to close out their group play. Player that averages 13.3 points per game. And she misses it. Ends up with 21 points today, as it's a 6-point Canada lead. Sano, wide open, that's a 3. That rattles off. Sorry, almost lost control. Prosper in trouble. And Canada gets a second break. Dabo tried to keep the ball in bounds, but it's too much for her to handle as we are at the halfway mark of the 4th. This game has gone mighty close in the last few minutes. Four to shoot. Prosper going, driving, tough shot off the mark. But back to the free throw line she goes with 1.6 seconds left on the 24. So Chinu got beat by the dribble. And that free throw goes in and out. Crowd coming alive here. The largest lead was 19. And it's down to 6 with Mali looking in to make a comeback. Three ball, Dabo, short. Saved by Sar. Sar driving right in. Pass almost deflected. 2 on the shot clock. They have to put it up. It's good for Hydera. And it's a 3-point game. Canada sensing trouble. Goes off of their foot. It's Mali's ball. Oh, baby. Strap yourself in. We may be in for a good finish. As Hydera knocks it down with the shot clock about to go off. And what a way to get your first points of the ball game. And these intense moments. 4-10 and counting. Sano looking for an opening. It's to Hydera. Hydera at the middle. It's down deep. Inside shot no good for Sano. And that is a straightaway foul. The largest scoring run in this contest was in the hands of Mali. And Chino checks out. So Chino and Cisse has fouled out. Big key components for this big scoring run from Mali throughout the course of this game. How will Mali respond and fill those pieces in? And the bucket goes for Cassandra Prosper to make it a 5-point game. 3:33 remaining. Mali was down by nearest 20 points. They're looking to do what they did against Australia in the round of 16. The 3 ball doesn't go. And Silas Swords is able to capitalize. Prosper. As she barely grazes the half-court line. Asari, 6 on the clock. Asari drives and connects. So Mariana Asari making sure Canada goes to the semifinals and trying to put the stops to Mali's miraculous run. Hydera out. Berthe, no good. Look out, there's a foul underneath the basket. They'll stay with Mali. And that'll be the 4th team foul on Team Canada. Mara Dijkstra with the foul. And that is Dijkstra's foul. We have a timeout on the floor. Canada up by 7. The score was how much Mali won by in their upset against Australia. They got less than 3 minutes to go if they want to keep their championship hopes alive. Canada leads by 7 with 2:43 remaining in regulation. A big factor heading into the final moments of this game is that Canada has 25 turnovers. Mali only has 10, and there they are with the ball. Inside to Haidara, can't get the glass shot. Diana Todd getting her time in the game, and she will go off to the free throw line with 2:25 and counting. And to think, it's been a while since Mali has gotten this far in U19 competition. In 2021, they ended up in the third place game. Last time they made it that far was in 1997 and 2001, where they were in the finals. First free throw connects for Todd. They have never won a medal. But the way they played against Australia the other day, where they upsetted the former medalists, that opened up a lot of conversation as Toby Fournier gets the bucket off the rebound. What a miraculous run for Mali as they are down 10 with about 2 minutes to go and regulation. Spain and Lithuania coming up next, and they will play the winner of this game in the semifinal. Canada just inches away as Prosper gets the teardrop to go. Haidara tried to get it back up top, and Asari with the steal. Asari has Swords with her. Didn't need her. And that's going to bring a timeout to Mali as Canada senses their way to the semifinals with a $1:40 to go. They are up by 14, courtesy of Mariana Asari steal and bucket. Toby Fournier. Enough said. 21 points, 21 rebounds, 20 points to boot. One of the finer performances in the tournament this year as the shot clock winds down. Dabo tries to get close inside of the basket. That does not hit iron. But again, a 21 board, 20-point game will drop a lot of jaws. But again, Mayuna Haidara had pretty much the game of her career and of the FIBA tournament with the triple-double against Chinese Taipei. Two of the stronger players on their respective teams as Haidara puts it in for two. Not one of the finer games for Mayuna Haidara, however, with just 10 rebounds and 11 points now. She gets her double-double as we are under a minute to go in regulation. 81-69 is the score. Vadamanasano with 15 points. Haidara with 11. Sirachinu, who fouled out, ended up with 20 points and 6 rebounds to her credit. And Cassandra Prosper on the doorsteps of a double-double, 21 points 9 rebounds, 5 assists. Silas Swords with 21. And Fournier, enough said. A fantastic game all around. Canada looked like they were sensing trouble, but Toby Fournier was able to keep them right back into the ball game as we have 55 seconds left. The final game of this quarterfinal phase is coming up in about 40 minutes time as Spain plays Lithuania. Spain, the host team of this tournament, as Asari passes back to Prosper. Prosper with a little dribble, fires away, and that is short. Mali ball. So it looks like Carly Clark and Team Canada will live another day to try to get to the podium once again. Most of this club was in the U17 program a year ago, where they lost a heartbreaker to France in the bronze medal game. Redemption is their story for a majority of this roster. For Mali, they had a miraculous run that no one will forget. Shot doesn't go. And with 9.5 seconds to go, that will pretty much do it.
From Mali first. 2 shots.
2 shots for Prosper to put an end to this game. She missed the first free throw, but I'm sure she does not mind that at all. She goes 1 for 2 to make it 82-69. Mali with the ball as they will see their miraculous run come to an end. Dabo launches it. It's no good. And oh, Canada, you're going to the semifinals. Canada defeats Mali 82-69 off an incredible performance rebounding-wise. They ended up with a total of 59 rebounds, but get this, 23 of them came from Toby Fournier as she adds on 20 points to her name. Cassandra Prosper got her double-double, 22 and 10. Silas Swords with 20 points. And for Mali, 20 points coming from Silas Swords from Sirachinu. A double-double from Maimuna Haidera, 11 points, 10 rebounds, and Fatomano Sanu with 15 points. Again, the final score, Canada 82, Mali 69, as Canada advances to the semifinals, and their opponents in that phase will be determined in 40 minutes. Again, a look at Mali as they will go to the classification stage of this tournament. An improbable run, but an incredible one to say the least. Hats off to Mali. They lost to Team USA to open up their group stage play in Group B. They won against Chinese Taipei and Germany to close out group play and defeated Australia in a game they will not forget. Those are the final stats, and we leave you today from this game for now with highlights of this quarterfinal game. Coming up next, Lithuania will take on Spain in the quarterfinals as Canada now awaits the winner of that game. This is Aaron Sanders. Thank you for joining us here for this matchup between Mali and Canada here on FIBA's social media platforms. It's always a pleasure to have you on board. We will leave you now with these best plays from the fourth quarter, and we will talk again in about 40 minutes.